Hey, my name is DJ from Eternal Visuals, and today I'm going to be taking social media posts from real business accounts and improving their designs using simple design tips to help you improve your design skills and help you understand how to reach your audience better. Let's not waste any time, let's get into it. So this is a company called Supercure. They sell UV lamps for different types of machinery. I don't have a personal relationship with this company, but they did have a website, so I did a little bit of digging. Most of their shapes and line work are hard edges and very thin lines. Here we sort of have the exact opposite. We have, circles in every single avenue of the posts, and they're also using this really interesting paintbrush texture. And from the looks of it, this post is focused on selling their Mercury UV lamps. This is the single point of focus for this post. And because of that, you want to design the entire post surrounding that singular mission. As you can see here, they have sort of multiple pieces of contact information here. They have their website, they have their phone number, they even have their address. Even though it's not so much a call to action, their logo, because it's not transparent or sort of embedded inside of this red circle here, it creates a lot of contrast and focus. And it's all competing against the main messaging right here. Mercury UV lamps, complete range of UV lamps for letterpress. In the design process, this is really the only information that you need to keep is this information right here. When it comes to this other contact information, back in the day when everything was made to print and there was only a few avenues for you to be able to advertise your company or your product, this information would be necessary. We only had telephones. Not everyone had a website, so you'd want to put your address so people could drive to it. If you're on a digital social media platform, you want to take advantage of the interface and the way that platform functions. For instance, on your profile, there is contact information fields you can use for people to find you. If your customer is on this platform, the likelihood that they know how to get in contact with you or know where to go on your account to reach out or to find out more information or get to your website, they know how to do this. So you sort of need to trust in your customer in that way. So here we have our updated design. As you can see, it's a really stripped back form of what we had originally. I've nixed out all the contact information and trusted the social media platform to take care of that for us. But I took the main text here and just brought a little bit of different visual hierarchy to it, both with color as well as font size and also font weight. So I took their Monostrats font and almost doubled the size of the text for the main title to draw the viewer's attention to that first. And then sort of what we'd call the subtext or subheader of the second piece of text. I was very intentional about what was on the first line and the second line. Complete range of UV lamps. So you read that as a full sentence for letterpress. And that gives you just that little piece of additional information for the category of what it's for. As you can see from the top one, it's complete. Range of what? UV lamps for letterpress. I obviously understand they were trying to keep it all inside the space that they had, but this could be done with what's called leading and tracking, which is the space between letters and also the space between each line. So I tried to, from their website, match their brand guides as much as possible, and I even used this small little thin line to help give a little bit of separation between the two pieces of information. I also inverted the colors on their logo, put it black on red. It's still legible, but it doesn't have as much contrast as the white on red, which, I would say this is 1, 2, 3. And then in terms of overall composition, I decided to put everything in sort of an upward motion. I noticed in the original image that the UV lamps were already on a slant. I wanted to make sure that that was on an incline, or for you guys, this way, an incline. We want upward movement, we want positive energy. Everything that we see, if we have motion moving forward or moving backward, visually it's saying something. So when we have an image where someone's looking, we want to factor those types of things in. We want to factor in, what is the visual saying? How is it moving? What is it pointing towards? We want things to be moving forward. We want things to be progressive. We want things to feel future forward. You don't want to be backpedaling. You don't want, unless you're in history and you're going back in time, you don't want things to feel like they're in reverse. You want them to feel like they're moving forward. Last but not least, they had everything sort of right aligned, but then they also had things that were, center and then also left aligned. There was no unity when it came to what direction the text was heading. I made sure everything was, left aligned, moving to the right, which also helped with the composition overall and having more space to be able to put the text because of the image. So hopefully you guys can see what I've done here and learned a little bit through the context of this post. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If there's a piece of content, motion graphics, social media posts that you would love for me to review and take a look at, please leave a comment, put a link in the comment, and I'll see you in the next one.